Yeah, breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news. This year, 1 year, too important. I'm not telling no lie, I'm never in no vibes. But right now, people share it with us. Share it up. Elon Musk has handed over all the Twitter files to a reporter by the name of Matt Taibbi. Now, these are the files disclosing what was going on behind the doors of Twitter, especially on the censoring of the former president, of the United States, Donald Trump, and also on the Hunter Biden laptop. May I tell you, say, I want to share up the files here, people. I have a video from another channel, and the channel name Reddit. And it's a channel where I and I, man, listen to sometimes, so we just want to give the disclaimer. I'm making a know, say, it's a breaking news. This is a real breaking news, so I want to listen real quick. I don't want to take up on the time. This is a live things. Live things. Let me take off the picture.
All right, so here are the Twitter files. Thread number 1, here we go, from Matt Taibbi. So he's putting out Matt Taibbi's thread. So journalist Matt Taibbi. So you were right. Who predicted that? Was that David? Thread number 1.
Yeah.
All right, let's read it. So this is from journalist Matt Taibbi, the Twitter files. What you are about to read is the first installment in a series based upon thousands of internal documents obtained by sources at Twitter. Okay, so this is smart. They turned it over to a journalist, Matt Taibbi. Okay, number 3. The Twitter files tell an incredible story from inside one of the world's largest and most influential social media platforms. It's a Frankensteinian tale of a human-built mechanism grown out the control of its designer. Should have been said, grown out of. Twitter in its conception was a brilliant tool for enabling instant mass communication, making a true real-time global conversation possible for the first time. In an early conception, Twitter more than lived up to its mission statement, giving the power to create and share ideas and information instantly without barriers. Okay, so that's the first. That's the first of the Twitter files, the thread. Let's see here. We're going to keep refreshing. So that's the first. So he's just giving us some background on this.
All right, family and friends, wait that sound like say, it go and say. It sound like say, boy, Elon Musk turn over this year information to another independent reporter.
Progressed, however, the company was slowly forced to add those barriers. Some of the first tools for controlling speech were designed to combat the likes of spam and financial fraudsters. Okay. I love that this is going to be here like throughout this thread now. Like this Hillary thing is going to be here throughout this thread as we just keep waiting. So, all right. So what he's pointing out is that over time, it started out as a free speech platform, a place in people could share ideas and information instantly. But then as time progressed, of course, it grew into this beast, basically. Well,
that's like, I remember when Twitter first was going on, like I got on it.
So it seemed like it's an independent reporter, this, you know. So this channel where I report it is a channel by the name of Reddit. Yoganti. So I want to know if you share up the file for me. This is Twitter. I reveal all of the backdoor deal where the Biden administration them did a pull upon Donald Trump. You saw when Donald Trump said, boy, things don't look right, things never seem to right. Yoganti.
I'm just curious, does it refresh in real time?
Here? I don't think so. I don't know. It's not for me.
Just going to keep refreshing the damn thing here, but
so under 6 it'll say show thread. Click on that and then you'll see 7.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass.
So that channel I get it live as it come out right away. So me I try give it to you live. So me just add contents to the content.
You want me to read it?
Yeah, Ganti.
I can't. I don't see it. Oh, there we go. Now it's down here.
Cause I don't want them to make it seem
Over
like
time, Twitter staff and executives began to find more and more uses for these tools. Outsiders began petitioning the company to manipulate speech as well. First a little, then more often, and then constantly. Oh, that's an important statement here.
Mm-hmm.
Slowly over time, Twitter staff and executives began to find more and more uses for these tools. Outsiders began petitioning the company to manipulate speech as well. First a little, then more often, then constantly.
So them just basically test to see how far them can push the barriers. Yeah, them push and see what go on. Slowly over time, them come in upon them. So them just test and see who did they would and listen to them. A joke thing them depend. So the same thing with Orange Man did I see a true thing did I go on. True thing did I go on. So right now Elon Musk just reveal it and them say a true thing did I go on. True thing did I go on, man. So like me said, that channel here is a channel we watch most of the time. People in them Reddit. We get a chance check them out. Them always reveal it, and I like that channel here. I remember you tuning into Day Proof, this Rastafari, so what you're listening to. And right now, Elon Musk turn over the files. You're going to see them turn over the files. Oh, Twitter did suppress the information on Hunter Biden laptop. I show you say, like the Democratic Party, did I contact them? And them have a team, a staff, whole bunch of them that do that. I want them say I want Democratic member, challenge what did I go on. But him still back down anyway. Yeah, right. So right now we are get the feed live off of that channel here as it come. So sometimes they feed them as Twitter go on. I know how Twitter work. So as soon as the reporter takes it, it come right out. And them I report it, so me I go and catch some might. But remember it's Rastafari soldier, shave the file, Right now, Matt Taibbi send out all of the findings where Elon Musk find, because Elon Musk never send it out himself. I guess he might make sure, say, he get an independent reporter for report it. But right now, them have verified that Twitter did suppress the Hunter Biden laptop, and them said them do it probably about October 24th around them time there, days before the election. So when Trump said, the election might have been compromised, I mean I repeat them things because say the most shadow ban everything. There were grounds because here you have Elon Musk confirming that the administration of Joe Biden, although Donald Trump was in power, infiltrated the social media giant of Twitter and suppressed the laptop story. And as right now we're finding out that all this is true on CBS, ABC, all New York Post and Times, and all of them are reports say yes, the contents of the laptop was true. So share up the file for me. I don't know how long YouTube gonna make this tape on here. Subscribe, like, and share because I Deep Roots TV is Rastafari Soldier. Yeah, Real TV, Free Youth TV. This is a channel where me always watch. You're going to Reddit right now. Them up to number 7 on the Twitter release. As you see, it's Matt Taibbi. You can go over them. He say him channel I move like nothing. Couple 100,000 subscribers already right now. You're going to. And best I get it to you because our information rule the world in the people. It's the time of the Aquarian enlightenment. So as soon as them start reading, them upon number 7 now. As soon as them start reading, I'm going to make you hear the audio upon it. So you see, look upon it. Them I tell you. Well, go and read it for yourself. Yeah. Now make me have to tell you. Them man them say outsiders come in and I tell them what to do. And after a while, them realize say, yo, them can use the tools of censorship for decrease conservative speech. You are going to think? So we are inquiring what part of the government didn't involve in this. Was it the FBI, CIA? Because remember say Mark Zuckerberg they don't go up on Joe Rogan and say Ray. And say, yes, he was contacted.
2020 requests from connected actors to delete tweets were routine. One executive would write to another one. More to review from the Biden team, the reply would come back. Handled. The reply would come back.
I knew it.
One executive would write to another. More to review from the Biden team. The Biden team. More to review. Here's one of the actual emails. Saturday and 2020. Look, 2020. How close is that to Election Day, by the way? Let me just ask Siri real quick.
And that's how I go on, people. Right, the election day, the man them send out that will just stamp it down. On October 24th, the man them send out this, you know, make sure none of them things don't come out, you know.
4th, I forget.
You understand?
But yeah, Saturday, October 24th, like a week before the election, like 2 weeks before the election, basically. Thanks, everyone.
Right,
more to review from the Biden team. Oh, actually.
Handled these.
Let me see.
So you know, say that you don't affect the situation. Cramp him right there, so people.
2020 requests from connected actors to delete tweets were routine. One executive would write to another. More to review from the Biden team. The reply would come back. Handled.
I wonder if we're going to see any that say more to review from the Trump team, the current president.
No, you're not going to hear much things still, you know.
Goes on way back.
That Natalie.
Them thing that nasty. So when we hear America talk about fear election, boy, tough. Me not say it no fear. I'm saying it a reveal. Say like Orange Man did I tell it truth. You are going to tell it to the little boys and tell it to the youth. It's Deep Roots TV, Rastafari Soldier telling you. Right now you're listening to the files them being revealed by Elon Musk. Yo, this is one of the biggest news reporting. So me have to capture it, you know, big up to the channel, right? Me I say, you know, me get the files them off of the YouTube. And me I try a little thing, I hope me not get in trouble. So me just add some content, ladies and gentlemen. And it,
who was suspended. That the
one of the people this where them said it suspended because him did put out.
So this is one of the accounts that was suspended that the Biden team flagged. Interesting.
Like this, you know, did put out some.
If you guys can get off my account for a second here, I'm going to keep going back and forth on this.
Like I want to youth them did I try expose some of my thing them, you know.
Okay, here we go. Here's another one. This account suspended because of Team Biden. The Biden team reached out to the executives at Twitter and asked these accounts to be looked at for suspension. An account suspended. Guy Squiggs. Who's Guy Squiggs? I'd like to know who that. I'd love to know what the tweet was.
Like, yeah, I know.
I think what you mean is who
a
was.
Wayback Machine.
Can somebody get me a Wayback? Yeah, can somebody get me a Wayback machine on that? Maybe there's a way.
Family don't understand what go on for real. No. Make more and know if you don't understand, cause I say, hey, big up yourself, head coach. You're my coach. Yeah, you say. I see now watch. You don't understand what go on. The one them say them a reveal up the things. See number 9. Them all up in number 9.
All right, number 9. Celebrities and unknowns alike could be removed or reviewed at the behest of a political party.
Real James Woods.
Real James Woods.
The actor. Yeah.
Stephen Louis-Han. An additional report from the DNC was actively involved too. Another additional.
Yeah, because James Woods is a known conservative.
So the DNC are the Democratic National Congress.
The Democratic National Committee was involved. So was Team Biden.
Yeah.
I grabbed
Yeah.
I thought I saw James Woods tweeting the other day, so I think he's back.
And then look at this. So the email says, I grabbed the first one, meaning I went in under the first one and grabbed Stephen L., the SL one. But I'm going to defer to the safety team at Twitter on this high-profile second one, which is James Woods. I'm going to defer.
So I just looked for James Woods, and it looks like he must be shadow banned because you can. I swear I saw him. Okay, so I see him now, but he doesn't come in under a search for his own name. Like he was in a drop down, but in the results, he's not there.
So if you're just joining us, Matt Taibbi.
Yeah, big up yourself, my family, right now. It look like say. The man them are exposed say the Democratic Party them did shadow ban
To these tools. For instance, in 2020, requests from both the Trump White House and the Biden campaign were received and honored. However, that's a tease. Come on.
Cliffhanger. Thanks, Matt.
Yeah, so like me I say number 10 this, me I try to catch them, but you know say you can look them up on Twitter. It like say Elon Musk give out that reporter yeah, Matt Taibbi. Like him a send out all of the information them for how the Democratic Party and Joe Biden them did a shadow ban the Republican and the conservative them. So me don't know if I this why Donald Trump did a rule about the election. Me don't know what I go on. I don't see what I go on pan what I go on. So it's like the man them a confirm say I don't like Orange Man did I tell. Dow King, big up yourself, my general.
What language is that? Suka?
Mari, big up yourself on your vlogging. Big up yourself, Mari.
This is somebody that the Biden administration
Thought was dangerous.
Cheer up
So
the
the
fight
Biden
for me.
administration reaches out to Twitter and has this
So
guy
he's-
banned.
He's a writer for at the Lib Republic, whatever that is.
What's the Lib Republic? Yeah, we just did number 10 a second ago. Thank you, Grim. So number 10 was both parties had access to these tools. So both Democrats and Republicans had access to these tools with Twitter. For instance, in 2020, requests from both Trump, White House, and the Biden campaign were received and honored. So requests from both the Trump White House and the Biden campaign were received and honored.
What request Trump make?
So we're waiting for number 11.
I want to know what request Trump make. Me know it. I can't go like a Biden alone and use the system.
The biggest, the biggest of all these threads is what we're going to hear after. However, I just feel it.
Them are wait for number 10, my family. So it's like the youth will get the information from Elon Musk. I send out the information little by little. So it look like same give somebody a third party and get other people to look upon it also. See number 10
Both
here.
both parties did. Trump White House and Biden campaign received and honored.
Yeah, number 10 that.
So right now we're at number
So
10
both
on
of
this
them are using
Twitter
the
thread.
system.
for Matt Taibbi. I don't think anything like this has ever been done before. Like in the history of news reporting, journalists covering this live in this way, I don't think this has ever been done before. I think.
And between YouTube and Rumble, we've got almost 50,000 people watching.
So hello.
Your family, me I tell you, say,
This right now.
in our history and news reporting, a different thing this can. Me know see a whole heap of channel a video this and I show this. It's like everything where Orange Man did I say look like say disapprove it.
So please subscribe.
You guarantee say the man them did I suppress certain things and all when the people them not talk about certain things. And that did I go on.
In 2017.
You guarantee. So if we no deal with truth and rights in the media, then we have to know where now watch.
I left in 2017.
So I'm just fill in certain context in it till them release the next one.
As an independent journalist, and so
You know, you can look it up
stories the mainstream media
and see what go on in the news, but me just think say
largely ignored
it's
the
a
story all afternoon.
groundbreaking moment. It's a precedented moment right now, 2022. Yeah.
They haven't really covered this. So number 11 on Matt Taibbi's list is here. Let's check it out. Number 10, number 11. Oh, here we go. So let me read number 10 first again. Both parties had access to these tools. For instance, in 2020, requests from both Trump White House and the Biden campaign were received and honored. However, the system wasn't balanced. It was based on contacts because Twitter is overwhelmingly staffed by people of one political orientation. There were more channels, more ways to complain, often to the left. Well, Democrats.
Open to the left.
Oh, open to the left, sorry. Well, Democrats then to the right. So and he points out the contributions from the political parties here. So all of the Democrats' contributions going into Twitter from the cycle, you can see here. Natalie says, we can't show this one. So the reason James Woods was taken off of Twitter was because of James Woods, the actor, and removed because the DNC, the Democratic National Committee, asked James Wood, the actor, to be taken off of Twitter, and Twitter then took him down because of the bidding of the Democratic Party. He tweeted about Hunter Biden and said, "I'm on Team Toe," because I guess a
compromising photo,
a very compromising photo of Hunter Biden. Said, "Feats, don't fail me now," and that was the tweet that got him removed.
I found in time
So there you go, from the web archive.
All right, we got 12.
All right, let's go to number 12 here. Let's keep refreshing the fun. All right, number 12. The resulting slant in content moderation's decisions is visible in the documents you are about to read. However, it's also the assessment of multiple current and former high-level executives. Oh, so Matt Taibbi, the reporter, didn't just get these Twitter files from Elon Musk. He then confirmed it with former high-level executives at Twitter and people who are currently at Twitter, confirming this story.
Peer review.
So it's going to be really interesting to hear how the Biden administration spins this shit. And by the way, you knew that the Biden administration was girding its loins tonight for this shit. Holy
I can hear
shit.
Jean-Pierre. I've been very clear. It's not what you think. We covered this. I don't know how many times we have to say this. We've been very clear about it. So anyway, you're not the next. No, but you didn't answer my next.
Next, I can't answer these questions.
For the boy, them a collect pan with about 20, 30 years and wait them a go on like them now and do it on purpose. Plug we in pan the matrix. So right now, Elon, I try change up the thing.
Okay, so he had discussions here about the process that went into assessing content moderation, but let's just jump forward. So he's skipping ahead here. Now he's going to skip ahead. Well, let's screw it. Let's skip ahead. So here's another one. While we wait for that, here is one of the other Twitter accounts. Thank you to Kevin.
A straight matrix, the one them have a plug in a my lad. Plug in pan the phone, pan the internet, everything.
Oh, okay.
But I tell you no lie.
Guy who tweeted this on the web archive. I'm sorry, this is sorry, I'm getting lost here. Hold on one second. Okay. So this is the guy Stephen Luian, who Mentor Lou, who tweeted about Joe Biden using and weighing drugs. So when they tweeted that out and pushed that out on Twitter, then
no people don't know what you talk about, but I know what you talk about, brother. And change up them soap and thing and send a little message.
So what's amazing is
send a card.
Let me just be clear. Let me be clear, as Jean-Pierre would say. And just let me know when a new one comes out here, guys. This is amazing, because if you look at my screen here, this is the date on this tweet is October of 2020. The videos of Hunter Biden from his laptop weighing drugs, sharing the videos on Twitter, and the sex tape.
We got 16 and 17, just FYI.
Okay. So that's what got that guy taken down. So we weren't allowed to see that information. Sorry, I got my 80 tabs open now. Okay, let's pull it up. All right, here we go. Here's number 17. All right, on October 17th, Matt Taibbi says, on October 14th.
No, we need 16 first.
Where'd that go?
That's right under it.
Oh, there we go. He must have pinned that one. All right, the Twitter files, part 1. How and why Twitter blocked the Hunter Biden laptop story. Okay, so now he's linking to this. Okay. The New York Post published Biden's secret emails, an expose based on the contents of Hunter Biden's abandoned laptop. Yes, right? So 16 and 17. Okay, so now he's adding a new thread here. Sorry, guys, this is just hard to get all this. Okay. And then number 18, Twitter took extraordinary steps to suppress the story, removing links and posting warnings that it may be unsafe. They even blocked its transmission via direct message, a tool hitherto reserved for extreme cases. Example, child pornography. So Twitter took extraordinary steps to suppress the Hunter Biden laptop story, removing links and posting warnings that it may be unsafe. They even blocked its transmission via direct message, a tool hitherto reserved for extreme cases.
Do you remember when we were having a conversation because there was word that
a top security man them put it on it top level, the man them say extreme cases. How are they? You think them are ramp with the thing? Suppression, repression. Yeah.
those are personal messages.
It's the best defense against tyranny. And I go and sit down and make them take away our truths and rights. Welcome to the approach, TV. I'm just giving you some information. I don't promote nothing. Oh, no overstand. When man say fake news, well, you come to the real news station, the approach TV, real youth TV, for the free youth TV. It's Rastafari soldier. Me I tell you, say share it. You know, say you have some people who think like me. Send it to them.
Yep, 19. Yep.
So White House spokesman Kayleigh McEnany was locked out of her account for tweeting about the story. White House spokeswoman was locked out of her account for tweeting about the story, prompting a furious letter from Trump campaign staffer Mike Hahn, who was seething about this. At least pretend to care for the next 20 days, he says. Let me read the letter. Kayleigh McEnany has been locked out of her Twitter account for simply talking about the New York Post story. This is what Mike Hahn at DonaldTrump.com sent to Twitter. All she did was cite the story in firsthand reporting that has been reported by other outlets and not disputed by the Biden campaign. I need an answer immediately on when and how she will be unlocked. I also don't appreciate, misspelled, how nobody on this team called me regarding the news that you'll be censoring news articles. Like I said, at least pretend to care for the next 20 days. Ouch. Can you imagine?
Them are dealing with the president plays away. Eh? Them are deal with the orange man away. Now I respect him. I him in a power, you know. And the next people them are run the thing before them even get in a power. So you know how them get in a power if them are run the thing while the next man in a power before the election even run. Yo! When you see what go on, what I go on, this is called a takeover. I like in the Rockets when the Rastaman and Johnny Abrams come in and just take over the thing, you know, there. When all Asmouth and them and they come in and say, this is a takeover. You don't understand?
And has actual documents, emails, back and forth on this. Unbelievable. And so we see that clearly when this Hunter Biden, that's the crux of it. In 2020, before the election, the Hunter Biden laptop story comes out, and there were links that were shown him weighing the drugs, having sex.
Me know nobody not gonna care, man, cause everybody get dope. Everybody get full. Everybody did want it to be true. Everybody never want it to be. Yeah, no worry yourself. See it there?
Interfering in an election? Who's going to jail for this?
Yeah, the man said this is criminal.
Number 19. That's all we have still. Number 19 in this thread. Matt Taibbi working on this and publishing these things.
Matt Taibbi. Fame social media just go on good, you know.
Kayleigh McEnany locked the White House, and as Natalie points out here in the chat, Michael Cohen went to prison for this. Went to prison in the Stormy Daniels thing.
Yes.
Right?
I went to what you?
Number 20 is out.
I blow a deal with it.
I don't see it, though. Where is it now?
If you go to notifications and click on notifications, and if you have the bell on Matt on his thing, you'll get a notification that he tweeted. Then you just click on it. It takes you right to it.
Here we go. This led public policy executive Carol Strom to send out a polite "what the F" query. Several employees noted that there was tension between the comms policy teams, who had little less control over moderation, and the safety trust teams. So let's read what Carol Strom wrote from Twitter. Hey team, are you taking a closer look here? Thank you. This led public policy executive Carol Strom to send out a polite policy "what the F" query. Several employees noted
21's underneath that too now.
Okay. Strom's note returned the answer that the laptop story had been removed for violation of the company's hacked materials policy. Thanks for reaching out to us. Per checking, the user was bounced by site integrity for violating our hacked materials policy, adding them here for further insights and guidance. Thanks. We'll check into it. Okay. We'll check into it. This is unbelievable. I mean, it's not. I mean, it's what we expected, I think. But to see it in these emails now.
Well, what's crazy is it's what we've all known. It's what a lot of people have said, but it's what a lot of people have been suspended. They've lost their platform. They've been censored and called conspiracy theorists over all of this. So that's the importance of it, because we all knew this.
Yeah.
And hopefully now we'll be able to say it. I mean, we don't know. This could be the next thing that, like, hey, anybody who's reading Matt Taibbi, his tweets on YouTube or Facebook or whatever, that could be the next thing.
So all when you know it's true, you don't know if you can talk, because
again, the Twitter files, if you're just tuning in, the Twitter files show, we're going through them as they come out here. We're on number 21 in a thread on Twitter. This is like unprecedented journalism here from Matt Taibbi, and the way that this is being handled. We're literally getting drip information on Twitter in real time here on the show. So, hey, please subscribe to the channel. I'm losing my voice.
I saw them want to shut you down, man. I saw them want to shut you down.
It's after midnight here.
Yeah, I get this from Reddit. You can go check out Reddit over them channel. But this is Deep Roots TV here, Rastafari soldier.
The Twitter file showed Twitter was censoring users based on
that's all I'm doing. I'm not agreeing or disagreeing. You have to pick sense out and answer.
That they were actively working on behalf of the Democratic Party and Team Biden to censor this corruption. How was Hunter Biden making money in Ukraine? What involvement did Joe Biden, then Vice President Biden, know about?
Yeah, what on?
There's also the refined oil to China.
I don't know nothing about that. You just ask question on me. I say yeah.
There's so many deep connections here between Biden and Hunter and money or products that are being sent.
If you just join me, people, me say, hey Sandra, what go on right now? Yo, big up yourself, it's Rastafari Soldier Deep Roots TV, and right now, this is called the Twitter file. Elon Musk is revealing how the Biden administration collaborated with Twitter to conceal and to hide, delete people on the Hunter Biden story. He's revealing it right now with a reporter called Matt Taibbi. So right now me just get this information from another channel named Reddit. So that me just a reveal to right
got
now.
Flagged because of hacked materials. Okay, you have a hacked materials policy. Okay, and who vets that? Who corrects that? Who confirms that?
The one they make up all policy, different policy for them.
So we can't show any more of the Wayback Machine stuff. So we were showing you accounts that were blocked by the DNC, or the Team Biden, that told Twitter, take these accounts down.
Yeah, remember, I jumped in a power them time about Biden that send information to Twitter.
So
and
as
Twitter
Natalie
work
points out,
with it.
It's this Michael Cohen story. It's the same exact thing that Michael Cohen went to prison for. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Unbelievable.
That really I go.
So this is confirmed, because Elon Musk said the other day that Elon Musk confirms that Twitter, interfered in elections. This is the confirmation of that.
Yeah, man.
So Matt Taibbi is the reporter covering the story. Thank you so much, Freedom Fighter. Says outstanding coverage. Thank you so much for your super chat. Much love.
Yeah, man, you can send me a super chat to man. Look right down at the bottom, you see dollar sign. $1 so all them things that you can send, man. And if you notice, me have some gears down at the bottom. There's a Rastafari soldier gears, you know what I say? So just pick them up, you know, click on it and order it up, you know. And more life and more joy and more happiness. Give thanks for all on the support. People, you see what I go on, for what I go on. The man, them I tell you straight
That's
up.
21 now. Where the fuck did 21
I don't know,
go?
guessing thing. I
Just
prove
above
it
it. You already read 21.
That's why them a fight Twitter.
Okay.
That's why them
22.
a fight
Although several
Elon.
sources recalled hearing about a general warning from federal law enforcement that summer about possible foreign hacks, there's no evidence that I've seen of any government involvement in the laptop story. In fact, that might have been the problem. So let me read that again. Although several sources recalled hearing about a general warning from federal law enforcement officials that summer about a possible foreign hacks, there's no evidence that I've seen of any government involvement in the laptop story at Twitter. In fact, that might have been the problem.
That I
23 is out.
disinformation them that
He
talk
says
about
that
and I'm not say
decision-
out.
It's getting faster on iOS. It's crazy. It's faster for me on iOS than it is on the web.
Yo, right now.
So number
me thank you for your
23,
patience.
the decision
Yo,
was made at the highest levels of the company,
give thanks
but
for
without
General
knowledge
for
of
the
CEO
super
Jack
chat.
Dorsey.
Yo, give
With
thanks to One Love General. Give thanks for the support, my General. Bless up yourself. Thank you very much.
playing a key role.
I think that might be Vijaya, but I'm not.
Okay. Must have
He's
just
a
misspoke.
vagina. Vijaya. Gadi.
So
Vijaya
Vijaya
Gadi, you
God,
know. I want I first
played a
one
key
Elon
role.
Fireman. And
Like,
she set up everything.
Jack, you know, he was aware of some things, but I don't know that he even knew the level.
Oh, them a try say Jack Dorsey never know nothing. You are going to? And that them a try say. Said Jack Dorsey did not know anything, but right now, them Vijaya Gadi are ready to fall lady.
Played a key role. And so this is key. This is a key to the story. Jack Dorsey, I believe, because I've interviewed Jack Dorsey a number of times.
Now I don't want to feel family and friends, for real. Because me the yard and me hear all kind of thing and me hear Orange Man attack and I say, oh, them take away him game. Him can't play the big man in the world no more. And now, me I hear say, look, it look like the Orange Man did attack some sense to rat it. What am I gonna do ya now when Orange Man wake up in the morning and find out this? Whoa, it's unbelievable. It is unbelievable.
24 is out.
Try clicking in tweets and replies. What does that mean?
Give thanks my families and friends for all the support, you know. Share it up
it's one
if
of
you
the-
know
it's one of the
anybody we
headings.
want
Yeah.
interested in
One of
them
the
thing,
head-
yeah. Meaning if you know no politics said, if you know no Jamaican, because you know say all Jamaicans are politics said.
The decision. Hacking was the excuse, but within a few hours, pretty much everyone realized that wasn't going to hold. I added
Give
the
thanks
water.
my family
That's not
all,
nice.
and
Had
if
to go
there's
to
any
hold
way
it.
me can
But
help
no
you
one had the
any
guts
way,
to
my lad,
reverse
me
it.
help you out. Give thanks families and friends.
So where
Just
is this
link me
tweets
up, you
and
know.
replies at the top
Bless
of it?
up.
Go back to his
And
main
families and
page.
friends, anyone listening, if you have any kind of, you know, social media channel where you need some assistance, you can link me up, man, anytime.
Fusion, he says, in the following lengthy exchange, which ends up including God and former Trust and Safety Chief Yoel Roth. Comms official Trenton Kennedy writes, I'm struggling to understand the policy basis for marking this as unsafe. Well, let's read this. That's really interesting. The comms official is like, I'm struggling to understand the policy basis for marking this unsafe, Trenton Kennedy writes. I wonder if Trenton Kennedy is one of the people that spoke to Matt Taibbi for this report. So Trenton Kennedy says, I'm struggling to understand the policy basis for marking this stuff as unsafe. I think the best explainability argument for this externally would be that we're waiting to understand if this story is the result of hacked materials. We'll face hard questions on this if we don't have some kind of solid reasoning for marking the link unsafe.
What hack material? Who hack it? Who hack it?
also mark similar stories as unsafe?
Yeah,
and
what
she
we all
links
do.
to this Fox News piece.
Families and friends, check out my family, Al Bale. Just click on the icon and you will see it, your Aganti. And just click on the Al Bale thing and go over to his site and see what I go on with
Privileged
it.
and confidential.
Yeah.
We all need some legal assistance, your Aganti.
Gold, Jerry, gold.
This is unprecedented. I learned that language the last 2 years ago. Unprecedented. Never happened before. I mean, them are releasing news live. Tax Cure, big up yourself now. Big up yourself. Yes, give thanks. Tax Cure. Yeah. People check out Tax Cure because everybody need their help there now.
Glenn is also another great journalist that's gonna. I'm gonna look forward to his take on this as well.
26 is out. It's so funny. It's coming faster for me. The actual reaction stuff is coming faster.
People
for
may
me.
feel like I'm breaking the news all over the world. Share it up to the little boys and girls. Me can't believe what this is going on enough already.
Damn it. Where is it?
We can't believe this. The man them approve say, yo, the Democrat and the Biden team them did.
By this point, everyone knew this was fucked, said one former employee. But the response was essentially to err on the side of continuing to
Oh, you
err.
mean probably mess up just go and
So
run it?
everyone knew that this was effed up, says one former employee. At this point.
The one them say from a certain point them feel screwed.
Says the policy basis is hacked materials. Though as discussed, this is an emerging situation where the facts remain unclear given the severe... Sorry, my computer crops in on this, so I'm just going to stretch this over.
Well, and real quick, Yoel Roth was with Elon initially when he took over the company. I think it was like maybe 2 weeks after Yoel left.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if this revelation
You
is
knew what was going down.
The leaving.
And it was Vijaya God who was behind it.
Vijaya God.
This is it. It was Vijaya God. So Yoel Roth says the policy basis is hacked materials, though as discussed, this is an emerging situation where the facts remain unclear. Given the severe risks here and lessons from 2016, we're erring on the side of including a warning and preventing this content from being amplified, Yoel says. Vijaya God says, what is the warning that will come up? Yoel Roth says, new. When you click the link, you'll see the generic unsafe URL messages. It references spam, malware, and violations of Twitter rules. Not ideal, but it's the only thing we have.
What?
Ian Plunkett says, new. Whatever we do in the comms, this will become a bias claim for Jack pre-hearing immediately. Let's make it clear we're proactively but cautiously interpreting this through the lens of our hacked materials policy and allowing the link with a warning and significant reduction of spread. So Jack was about to go for these pre-hearings. Jack Dorsey.
Gen X Coma, big up yourself for a minute. Big up yourself, Gen X.
Materials policy would, and interpreting this through the lens of our hacked materials policy and allowing the link with a warning and a significant reduction of spread. So that's what they're doing. They're suppressing it.
Ian Plunkett's saying it's going to become a bias claim for Jack, meaning a left-leaning bias that he would have to answer to Congress.
Right.
John, no, this is unbelievable. I can't believe.
27 reads, former VP of Global Comms, Brandon Borman asks, can we truthfully claim that this is part of the policy?
No,
can we truthfully claim that this was part of the policy? And
so the policy of hacked materials. Right.
Former VP of Global Comms, Brandon Borman asks, where did this go? Oh, here it is. Former VP of Global Comms, Brandon Borman asks, can we truthfully claim that this is part of the policy? To Ian's point, can we truthfully claim this was part of the policy, i.e. as part of our approach to addressing potentially hacked materials, we were limiting visibility of related stories on Twitter while our investigation is ongoing? So as you can see some of the replies over here, like Laverne says, this is what happens when social media becomes political rather than impartial. Mm-hmm. And Monica says, to which the answer is no. Right?
And in real time, we're seeing them know full well that it doesn't fit under that policy, and they're trying to figure out how to make it fit that policy.
Exactly. So they're like, okay, we know that our current policy doesn't work. We need to create something new because our current one where we just talk about spam doesn't work and harmful. So we need to come up with something new, and then we need to kind of massage it to make somehow like that we're also doing this with other content, and they're not. There's no other example of them doing this with any other content, right? Matt Taibbi's out with number 28. To which the former Deputy General Counsel Jim Baker again seems to advise staying the course because caution is warranted. So you know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to switch over to the iPad is getting these faster for me then. So just give me a second here. But to which former Deputy Counsel...
Reverend Jim Baker, right?
No. Deputy General Counsel Jim Baker, again, seemed to advise staying the non-course because caution is warranted, he says. So just give me a second. I'm going to switch over to this one now because this will give me... actually...
Yeah, that family, so them inner coach all over the place. Me, I tell you, say... All of them know upon different levels. Yeah, auntie, them a work because they don't pick Biden to be the running man. And if this your information come out, Orange man will clean the earth with him. This is unbelievable, groundbreaking. This is the Twitter file. It's almost like, yo, me not even knowing on my time out what kind of file this year would compare to. Me hear about all kind of files, but the one here, they must say Russia gate. This year don't have no gate. Open borders this. People, the man them in a court with the social media company to suppress the Hunter Biden laptop story. And all innocent people will find out information and post it. And I try bring the attention to regular public. Them a delete them and them a come up with different policies to stop them, to justify why them stop them. And them a block them and suppress them. So like everything where Orange man did I say. So I hope you understand. Say, hey, we've been swindled. Scalawag. The whole system just now work for it.
People in charge of free speech care and know little about speech. Have to be told the basics of by outsiders.
Hang on a second. We've got it's not. Hang on. It's not showing up because something happened with my buttons. It's your laptop didn't come in. Hang on.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
But we do have there is a desktop up there.
So if the big country them are going to family and friends, and with tic-tac-toe with them.
Thank you, Kevin.
I need the
I see them thing are going up around
problem
yard.
with tech companies and content moderation. Many people in charge of speech care little about speech and have to be told the basics by outsiders, to wit, he says.
Outsiders.
So in that last email from Jim Baker, I didn't get to read it. He says, the support and conclusion of to assess the facts and materials were hacked at this stage. However, it's reasonable for us to assume that they may have been, and the caution is warranted. There are some facts that indicate the materials may have been hacked, while there are others indicating the computer was either abandoned and or owner consented to allow the repair shop to access it for at least some purposes. We simply need more information, Jim Baker says. So they know internally.
What do you mean if they know?
That they don't have any evidence that it was hacked. So at this point, what they're saying is they're keeping all of this from you. They're keeping all of this information about an election in the United States from you. They're keeping all of this information from Hunter Biden, the son of the vice president.
National security.
Clips, video, information that if it had come out, could have completely altered what we saw in 2020.
What y'all say?
But you guys are conspiracy theorists. And 30's out, by the way.
Number 30 is out. So, yeah. In one humorous exchange on day one, Democratic Congressman Ro Khanna reaches out to God to gently suggest she hop on the phone to talk about the backlash regarding speech.
I got
Khanna was
this
the
in here.
only Democrat official that I could find in the files who expressed concern. Ro Khanna was the only Democratic official I could find in the Twitter files who expressed concern.
Rokana.
Generating huge backlash on Hillary speech. Happy to chat if you're up for it, says Ro.
That's all him say?
Huge backlash on the Hill. Happy to chat about it. That's amazing.
He might drop a little word to them to say, watch,
So
why not?
Ro Khanna is the only person to express concern on the Democratic side that this is problematic. This is really crazy shit.
Tell me what he really said. Tell me what he really said. Because I know that's all he said.
He put out another one after.
Yeah, I have
it's
it
not
here.
marked a number. It's after 30 though.
Are you guys not seeing my laptop at all? What's going on here?
Sorry, the input's just completely changed, so I'm working frantically in the background trying to get set up for being able to switch to it.
Okay, no worries. Gad replies quickly, immediately diving into the weeds of Twitter policy. Unaware Khanna is more worried about the Bill of Rights. Congressman Khanna says, thank you for reaching out.
No,
Hi,
she.
sorry. Hi,
That's
Congressman.
from Virginia. Yeah.
Hi, Congressman Khanna. Thank you for reaching out. We appreciate the heads up. We put out a clarifying thread of tweets earlier this evening to explain our policy around the posting of private information and linking directly to hacked materials. The press secretary's account was not permanently suspended. We requested that she delete the tweet containing the material that is in violation of our own rules, and her account is restricted until she complies. I'd be happy to jump on the phone if helpful. My team in D.C. are copied here and also available to discuss, Vijaya says.
Yeah, as she already press secretary, what kind of country that the Twitter lady around the press secretary of the country to rat it? Whoa! And that's a go on, man. What a go on?
Yep, we got 32.
32 is out now?
Yep.
Where's 32? Khanna tries to reroute the conversation to the First Amendment, which is generally hard to find in the files. And points out the, okay. So let's talk about the First Amendment. This is free speech. If I could find it. What number is it? 30? 31?
Yeah, 32.
32. Yeah. Ro Khanna to Vijaya. Hope you're well, Vijaya, but this seems a violation of the First Amendment principles. Is there a hack of classified information or other information that it could expose a serious war crime and the New York Times was to publish it? I think the New York Times should have that right. A journalist should not be held accountable for the illegal actions of the source unless they are actively aided the hack. So to restrict the distribution of that material, especially regarding a presidential candidate, seems not to be in keeping of the principles of New York Times versus Sullivan. I say this as a total Biden partisan and convinced he didn't do anything wrong, but the story now has become more about censorship than relatively innocuous emails. And it's become a bigger deal than it would have been. It is also now leading to serious efforts to curtail Section 230, many of which would have been a mistake. I believe Twitter itself should curtail what it recommends to put in its trending news. And your policy against QAnon groups is all good. It's a hard balance. But in the heat of a presidential campaign, restricting dissemination of newspaper articles, even if New York Post is far right, seems like it will invite more backlash than it will do good. Please keep this communication between just us and Jack, and no need to CC the team or forward it to them. Just wanted to offer my 2 cents.
Go at that, man. I go at that. Before you step up and do the people them right.
Ro Khanna? Democrat.
Well, him just show like him have a look up here, but again, him should not call a press conference and make the people them know what I want. Yagante. Because again, this now go end well. People for go to jail. We are tell you, but again, you know the situation still. All of them in a bed, I play Dolly House. I play a cat and mouse. All of them know what go on. Yeah. If I against Orange Man, man, me I tell you, just say it and done. Orange Man, I tell you in a long time, I never want to hear. See it there, all who don't go listen now. All right. Everything blessed, man.
Grim says.
A situation dark.
Contra, here, hold my beer. Here, number 33 is out.
Within a day, head of public policy Lauren Culbertson receives a ghastly letter, a report from Carl Szabo of the research firm NetChoice, which had already polled 12 members of Congress, 9 Republicans, 3 Democrats from the House Judiciary Committee to Representative Judy Chu's office. Lauren, yesterday, NetChoice's Chris Marchese met informally with 9 Republican and 3 Democratic House staffers to gather intelligence about Facebook and Twitter and the New York Post story. The staffers hail from the House Judiciary Committee to Representative Judy Chu's office. Wow. Pulled 12 members of Congress.
People on the Twitter files them right now. Elon Musk release the files them. How them are suppress Hunter Biden laptop story
How deep is this going to go?
a week before the 2020 election.
We're really concerned. Like,
Right now I'm Matt
what do you guys block?
Taibbi, the reporter that's releasing the file,
Remind you.
tweet by tweet on the Twitter. Right now Twitter is off the chain. I tell you, say Elon Musk a genius. Him not stop releasing file and him a make him thing go off the chain again.
That might be shown.
Big up yourself, big businessman. You organti
It's a lie.
to them block.
They lied to Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh, him block. Kanye,
Actively working on
last week him let on chum.
National Committee.
Right now him a release this. Him platform they on fire. Burning. Him a relieve say, him a reveal say,
Intelligent state of the United
Twitter
States is
actively working with the Democratic Party
and Democrats.
to
The
suppress
story.
story of Hunter Biden a week, no, 2 weeks before the election,
I mean, what?
sending cues and telling them where them for take off and who them for shut off and rare misinformation. Me don't know about information because me don't know you can misinformation. Uncle people who can talk misinformation or who can hear or understand.
Either of those elections, you can say whatever you want.
You know what I say?
Go to YouTube's terms of service. They won't let you talk about 2022.
That's how you go.
There's also a few other countries we're not allowed to talk about their elections too.
Yeah, you
for
can't
some
talk about
reason.
I lie.
Germany
I didn't
and
think that
Brazil.
them do.
So that's why
It's
we're
a
on
Brazil and
Rumble
Germany. You can't talk
as
about them
well.
thing there.
Come join us on
Well,
Rumble,
me
by
don't
the
know.
way. A platform
I
that
saw it
is
go family and friends.
censorship free.
Me give thanks and praise for all the channel, you know. The name Reddit.
Please subscribe.
Me watch it all the time, you know me I say.
Stories.
Give thanks, you can go check them out. Yeah.
The redacted stuff.
Redacted them name, redacted. But Reddit, redacted. For some reason me I was just say Reddit, redacted.
YouTube.com/redacted.
Yeah, check them out, redacted.
Platform there, so please subscribe.
You know, me watch them all the time. It's a good channel. Very informative.
This really is amazing. So for those of you that
Them
just
say them
joining
up.
us,
Don't know who Matt Taibbi is, don't know what's going on here. Elon Musk a few days ago, of course, tweeted that the Twitter files would be released, showing that there was interference by Twitter in the election. What was it going to portend? We didn't know, but now we know, and it's massive. This is a massive,
Well, and they can
massive
say
story.
Twitter definitely helped, but it went a lot higher than that.
Yeah. Oh, it went higher than that, of course. Yeah. And it came right from the Biden administration. It came right from Team Biden, who weren't even in office. It was still part of the Obama machine. It was still part of the Obama machine calling on Twitter to suppress and ban accounts, suspend accounts. People who were, one particularly stood out to me that we showed here. We can't show it.
What that sound like, people?
Is the
Suppressing information.
is Martin Rowe. Oh, Elon Musk just tweeted out, Ro Khanna is great. So Elon Musk just tweeted that Ro Khanna is great. One of the accounts that
I
was...
have your laptop.
Oh, you do now? Okay, hold on one second. Let me
Yeah,
pull it
and
up.
34 is out, by the way.
Hold on, let me pull this up.
Boy, I
Okay,
tell you,
well,
say
let me read,
situation look grim, pre-democratic. Somebody have to go to jail for this, man. And I just this alone, and I think the contents on the laptop, the man them a talk about yet, you know. And other thing, you know. The money a deal with orange man, wicked then, man.
If you read the one and then
Then deal with Orange Man wicked. Right now, Orange Man supposed to just have a dance like a ballerina, and I said, John, no. You see it? I know I wasn't crazy. I see them try to sink me. And you see it? Them vindictive. Vindication. John know my family and friends. John know, I can't believe this I go on. For real?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I can take your laptop.
Okay, got it. All right, so this is number 34. So NetChoice lets Twitter know a bloodbath awaits in upcoming Hill hearings, with members saying it's a tipping point, complaining tech has grown so big that they can't even regulate themselves, so government may need to intervene. Wow. High-level takeaway. Every Republican said this is a tipping point, it's just too much. And both Democrats and Republicans were angry. So both Democrats and Republicans were angry at Twitter's censorship.
Okay, 35's up.
So, even Congress, as Natalie says, even politicians know this is inappropriate. Even Congress knows this is inappropriate. Unbelievable. This is number 35?
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. Sosbo reports to Twitter from the net whatever it's called, that some Hill figures are characterizing the laptop story as Tech's Access Hollywood moment. And here's what the clickable thing says. When asked just how bad the situation is, one staffer said, it's Tech's Access Hollywood moment that has no Hillary to hide behind. Others were more blunt. Tech is screwed, and rightfully so. Crazy. So Congress knew about this. Congress knew about this behind closed doors. It's interesting that Ro Khanna, we're sitting here sort of praising Ro Khanna for standing up for free speech, but he could have come out publicly at that time. He could have held a press conference and said something about this.
Well, and he was just like, don't mention it. Don't say that I sent this. Don't tell anyone. He kind of wanted to stay out of it.
Yeah. But he could have, right? He could have stood up for that. He could have come out and said something about it. He knew about it. By the way, these other members of Congress who were having this meeting also knew about it. Democrats and Republicans.
All of them know, man.
We could have heard more from them on that.
Enough of them want overthrow Orange Man, both sides.
Sorry, I'm losing my voice here, guys. Here we go, number 36. Twitter files continued. The First Amendment isn't absolute. Sabo's letter containing chilling passages relaying Democratic lawmakers' attitudes. They want more moderation. And as for Bill of Rights, it's not absolute. The Democrats, meanwhile, complain that the companies are inept, they let conservatives muddy the water, and they make the Biden campaign look corrupt, even though Biden is innocent. They linked to this. They linked to this Hillary Clinton campaign email scandal. She did nothing wrong, but because the press wouldn't let the story go, they say, it became a scandal far out of proportion in their mind. Social media is doing the same thing. It doesn't moderate enough harmful content, so when it does, like it did yesterday, it becomes a story. If the companies moderated more, conservatives wouldn't even think to use social media for disinformation. Disinformation or otherwise. The Democrats were in agreement. Social media needs to moderate more because they're corrupting democracy and making all truth relative. When pushed on how the government might insist on that, consistent with the First Amendment, they demurred. The First Amendment isn't absolute.
Wow.
Wow.
They do realize they meant the First Amendment to the Constitution that oversees like our society in the U.S., right? They don't mean the First Amendment to like
the McDonald's,
whatever
like
McDonald's
employee handbook.
That's funny. We both went to McDonald's. Yeah,
the McDonald's handbook, employee handbook. You must wash your hands before stepping to the burgers, to the grill.
I think it's laughable that they're saying Biden is innocent and Clinton is innocent, but like those things weren't allowed to be fleshed out to find the scandal, the reality of the scandal. Like, that's what people were trying to do. They were trying to get to the scandal. They were trying to get to the information that would show that they're not innocent. But that was all silenced.
You're mad, man.
Natalie says the First Amendment is more of a suggestion, really. It's abstract.
That's
Barely
all.
an inconvenience. That's what I meant to say.
You know, I just want to... I want to play this real quick while we wait on number 37 here. I'm going to turn on the sound here. And,
I think 30. Okay.
Did it come out?
No.
We don't know. We can get to it in a second. I'll keep my eyes on notifications.
Why does she my family and friends of them thing that them do to people?
This was Facebook.
Yeah, Ganti.
This was all happening.
Me can't believe the man them do them thing to the people them.
Thing that
You mean Mark?
Mark, what did I say?
that we're not supposed to.
Right
Jeff
now,
Zuckerberg?
Yeah.
Mark
Jeff,
Zuckerberg.
Mark, you know, one of those names.
I've been on the hour. I've been on the air for like
Mark
the Fox and
Zuckerberg
Friends
did.
show now. Watch.
When we take
Facebook,
down
man.
something that we're not supposed to, I mean that is like, I mean that's the worst. I mean
How
that's
do you
like
discern? How do you know whether someone's real or not? Like, this is the big argument with Elon and Twitter, because Elon asked Twitter, like, what percentage of your website is filled with bots? And they say 5%. And he says, I don't believe you. I think it's higher.
Yeah, so I mean, I think estimating the overall prevalence is one thing, but I think that the question of looking at a page and is this page authentic, I think that there's a bunch of signals around that. I don't think that this stuff is black and white or that you're ever going to have like a perfect AI system. I think it's all trade-offs all the way down, right? And it's
trade-off, man.
And you could either build a system and you can either be overly aggressive and capture a higher percent of the bad guys, but then also by accident take out some number of good guys, or you could be a little more lenient and say, okay, no, the cost of taking out any number of good guys is too high, so we're going to tolerate having just a little bit more like more bad guys on the system. These are values questions.
Mark Zuckerberg is a smart guy who's very ambitious. I think there's a big difference. Yeah. And what Zuckerberg's quote that I read recently, that what's good for the world is not necessarily good for Facebook. I'm like, that's it. Shut it down.
He said that?
Yep.
Wow.
It's over. Burn it to the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, I teach, fair use we are dealing with, We don't teach nothing, So I spread the information. So I want enough to spread it for me
We
too.
get number.
Share it up.
We get the next
Because
one
if I
yet,
don't get enough information,
I'm looking
go
right
back and watch it
Let's see
already,
if-
Nope. Nope.
I wish they would
Wait, I
say
think we might have just gotten it.
what number, like 36 of 40 or 30.
Yeah, I get that information here from one channel and redact it. Yeah, and I check it out,
Powder my nose. Go powder your vagina. God.
Add context to it, Ray. Because some of the things not necessary, I just read out more every year.
Yeah, we don't have number 37 yet. So this, this is. I think this. I don't know. Grim tweeted earlier, said, this is like. It's getting a little cold in here, so I put on a jacket. Even though I'm sitting by a fire over here. Grim was saying earlier, like, this is like Iran-Contra Watergate, like, hey, hold my, hold my beer. I think that this, I don't know. I mean, is this big? Well, certainly bigger than Watergate. Right? I mean, you have...
Yeah, or like equivalent of, but it's... I mean, I think the big difference is nothing. I don't think anything's going to come of this. Maybe it will. But...
I mean, at this point, what's gonna happen? I mean, can you impeach a guy for what Twitter did? It's not going to be about,
Well, if you look at things like Julian Assange, right? Like where did the
people that paid the price for that was not the people that he exposed were committing war crimes. It wasn't the people that authorized it. It was he himself. It was Julian Assange.
Right.
So it's like, so in this, who then is who is the scapegoat? Who can be the scapegoat? There's nobody to take the blame.
All the
So,
fired,
like, who are they
who'll
really
get
gonna-
it is all the fired Twitter people. Like, that's who everybody's going to blame, and no single politician is going to pay for any of this.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's take some super chats and let's take some of our comments here. Euro says, I tweeted you a copy of archived Twitter policy reporting on hacked materials. It's not against Twitter policy.
Yeah, you see it. So the man them just make up policy for you people, them family. And just make up policies.
Let's see if I can see that here.
Then while you do that, Robert Ninick suggestion went, where?
Yeah, right, that's what I saw. I'm going to know, say, I'm cut it out right there, so cause I give thanks for all of the families. Check out Al Bill, Yagan T, bless up on yourself. Tax Care, yeah, check them out, you know what I say. Ray, Kathleen, go back and watch the thing, man, cause it's a whole hour, so you know, say it's a lot of information there. Sandra Mullins, big up yourself, yes, family. Big up all my families and friends up in New York where I watch this. Me just a reporter, I'm going to know, say, yo, Twitter just released the files, them. I show you how, you know, the Democrats, them, was suppressing the files, them, and thing like that. You are going to see about the Hunter Biden laptop on October 24th, around them time they released. So the people, them, kind of hush it down, so make sure, say, everything they go through sweet and neat. So right now, it's about 2 years later and everything is being revealed. So I hope nobody don't feel like them get fooled or anything, you know. So bless up on yourself, families and friends. Share up the files for me. Leave your comment. If this is your first time tuning in, just go ahead and hit that red subscribe button for me, family and friend. Yeah, big up on yourselves, in. Yeah.
So from them mix with the fire, them have to mix with the lightning. Them mix with the lightning, them have to mix with the thunder. Them mix with the thunder, them got to mix with the world. And they so black people, I put the wicked them under. Hey Babylon, me see them a fret and them a wonder. Who flashy like them and who roll the thunder. Deep root flashy like them and him roll the thunder. Babylon, me see that them a panda. Look how much of the youth them, well them shit like look how much them put under. How much of the youth them, well them send a dove cut ya. Where Babylon the fire burn no longer. Babylon the proofs full of say you can't turn ya. Fire key, Rastaman and a real fire key. Whoa, fire key, Rastafari soldier real fire key. Yeah, Balang,
Pick up TV, respect, make sure to tune in, every time.